My name is Barry Detlefson. I serve as the Vice President of Safety with Coastal Transport Company here in San Antonio, Texas. I've been serving in that capacity for approximately 10 years. I began my association with Coastal Transport back in 2010. I was working as a trooper with the Texas Department of Public Safety. During my training activities of training our MXAP troopers, I became associated with Coastal Transport as they were a partner with the Texas DPS in teaching troopers how to conduct proper cargo tank inspections. That association with the law enforcement agency really triggered my thoughts into, this must be a pretty nice company to work for because they take such a proactive role in safety performance, both on the road and off the road, and even contributing to teaching others road safety and how to do inspections for roadside troopers. My association grew into a retirement from the Texas Department of Public Safety, and I immediately began work as a safety person for Coastal and have worked my way to the position of Vice President of Safety. So what we're going to do now is go outside and take a walk around our unit, and what we'd like to do is show you the different components on a typical Coastal unit that helps us promote our obsession with safety and our drive for being an industry best motor carrier moving refined petroleum products across our highways of the United States. One of the important components to a preventative maintenance program will be to enable our drivers to do a proper pre-trip, post-trip inspection on his unit. We have taken an extra step miles ahead again to equip each one of our tractors with a pre-trip, post-trip diagnostic tool that is offered by the manufacturer. Our driver will activate the button on his dashboard, which will cause all of the lights on the cargo tank motor vehicle system to begin cycling. Our driver will then step down from the tractor and he will walk around his vehicle, and he will be double checking the fact that all of his required lights are functioning correctly. And as we watch our driver, he is conducting his walk-around inspection in combination with examining all of his required lamps to make sure they're functioning correctly. At this moment, he's checking his reverse lights, his side lights, clearance lamps. He's walking downrange from his vehicle. He's now looking at his semi-trailer axles. He's looking at the clearance lamps. He's now checking the brake lamps, tail lights, turn signals on the vehicle. Notice how the lights are cycling on and off. This enables him to determine the functionality of the vehicle lights. He'll continue walking along the passenger side of the unit. He again is checking his axle components, tire components. He's looking for his equipment to be properly secured. He's checking his lamps, walking up, checking the brake lamps, reverse lamps on the tractor. He's looking at his tires and wheels, looking at the components on the tractor, checking those lights for functionality. As we come around the nose of the tractor, the headlights are high beam, low beam flashing. We're looking at the clearance lamps, ID lamps on the top of the tractor, turn signal lamps flashing. Again, this enables our driver to do a proper pre-trip, post-trip inspection for lighting requirements. Another feature built into our tractors is a onboard Bendix Wingman system. This system is designed as a radar sensor, and it looks forward from the tractor, and it will give the driver an audible or visual alert if he has positioned his vehicle in too close of proximity to a vehicle ahead of him. In many cases, if necessary, the system will take over and actually brake or decelerate the unit. As we open the door here, we can look up into the cab and you'll see the black box mounted on the windshield. That is a lane change sensor that will alert our driver for any vehicles within the traffic lane to his right, should he be thinking about or signaling a right lane change. This should alert him of the fact that there's a vehicle within the lane beside him occupying a blind spot. A feature we feel is significantly important these days is the usage of an onboard automatic event recorder. This is a device that is mounted on the center of the windshield. It has two camera views. The forward view is looking outward towards the front of the vehicle. This will enable us to see exactly what our driver is seeing while he's operating the vehicle. The rear-facing camera is always looking at the driver. We use this as a tool to monitor seatbelt compliance, the non-usage of cell phones for texting and mobile phone usage. It enables us to determine what our driver is doing at any time he's operating the vehicle. We also find this device useful in re-examining or investigating traffic crashes. We can actually see what the driver was able to see and what the driver was doing at the time or moments before the crash. We consider ourselves an industry leader in the world of tire maintenance. Rather than buy new tires, what we do is we lease tires, and we will pay for the usage of the lifespan of the tire by measuring the amount of tread that is worn from the tire. This enables us to closely monitor the condition of our tires. Obviously, if we have cuts, bulges, and so forth, we will replace the tire, but we will typically replace a steer axle tire at 6 30-seconds, which is above the DOT minimum of 4 30-seconds. This enables us to encourage our drivers and our mechanic staff to always be monitoring tread life and never be thinking in terms of we've got to maximize and use this tire for all it's worth. Just like the tires on the steer axle, we also apply the same tire replacement program to our drive axle tires. We will typically replace these tires at 4 30-seconds measurement rather than the DOT requirement minimum of 2 30-seconds. So again, this allows us to use the tire to its useful life and not ask any mechanic or driver to extend the wear pattern of a tire beyond its typical limits. Just like I mentioned on the tandem axle tires mounted on the tractor, the semi-trailer tires are applicable to the same replacement policy. We use new tires only, no retreads, no regrooves, and we always replace those tires at a minimum of 4 30-seconds tread depth or any obvious cuts and bulges on the trailer. In addition, to help us monitor our tire inflation pressures, our vehicle is equipped with an onboard tire monitoring system for the semi-trailer tires. You'll see the air pump as well as the visual indicator that will signal a driver that he is losing tire pressure on one of his semi-trailer tires. As all of us know, the DOT rules are always open for interpretation and subject to change. One of the most recent changes has been that the cargo tank industry has been granted an exception to the brake lamp rule. This will enable cargo tank users to equip their semi-trailers with a pulsating brake lamp rather than a steady red as indicated on this particular trailer. Recent statistics have shown on the test carrier that this one feature reduced rear-end collisions to their fleet by 37%. So this is a very significant accident reduction feature that we're thinking about engaging. We're looking for proper sources of equipment and so forth in order to retrofit our trailers to this technology in an attempt to reduce rear-end collisions. I'm standing beside an axle assembly to show you what a typical disc brake axle assembly looks like. We have 126 of our trailer fleet units are equipped with disc brakes, which will mate up with the already disc brake equipped tractors. All of our tractors are equipped with disc brakes. So as we move forward in purchasing new trailers in our replacement fleet, we will continually add the disc brake systems to our trailer fleet as our fleet is replaced and grows. We are always concerned with the containment of our hazardous materials products that we carry. We go the extra measure in requiring our drivers and our mechanics to equip our trailers so that we don't have things fall off or leak off of our trailers. We have our drivers always, during their daily activities, are constantly checking their trailers for closed connection caps. As we walk forward on this trailer, you'll notice that we have the drop guns securely locked to the trailer and in addition, we place cables for the driver to loop through the devices that he's carrying. We use rubber security bands and straps and chains and cables to make sure that things don't fall off the loading tray. And we make sure doors are closed. You'll notice that the serial caps are closed, internal valves are closed. We take a very significant look at making sure our products remain on board, don't fall off or leak out of our cargo tank motor vehicles.
My name is Joe Morgan. I'm the President and Chief Operating Officer of Coastal Transport. We elected to develop this video so that we could communicate directly to you regarding our culture and commitment to safety. I am a graduate of the University of Texas with a degree in transportation management from the days of when transportation was fully regulated. I've spent my career of over 40 years working on both the shipper and carrier side of this industry, where I understand completely the demands of the shipping community for the safe, responsible delivery of the products they develop, and also understand and have executed the responsibility on the carrier side of meeting the requirements and safety expectations of our business customers. Coastal Transport has been in business since 1942 and has been under the same family ownership since 1959. And that family's commitment to safety has been unmatched throughout the years. And in fact, our trademark within our company is miles ahead. And we consider ourselves miles ahead in many areas, but especially in the area of safety. Our company recognizes that we are engaged in an industry that's very unique, in that the activities that we and the services that we provide occur mainly in the midst of the general public. As we load our products, deliver the products, unload the products, we are sharing the roadways with the general public, and with that, we recognize comes a tremendous responsibility and a tremendous expectation that as we do this, we exercise the utmost safety in everything we do. The customers that we serve are the major companies that are engaged in the distribution of the refined products that we deliver to a variety of locations. These are publicly traded companies and private companies that are very large in their business elements, and again, comes with a high level of expectation. Our business strategy is real simple: industry best performance. And when we say that, with all these great competitors, we challenge our people on a regular basis to think about what industry best means. Because if all we're doing is matching the services of these strong competitors we have, then we're not industry best, we're industry same. From an organizational standpoint, our business decisions are developed through the discussions of a senior management team that consists of the heads of the various departments within this company. And the individual that leads our safety team is a vice president and a member of the strategic management group. It is that important to us. We have 3 important rules and mandates that we repeat over and over with our people. One of them, for every employee with this company, driver or non-driver, is that we expect an obsession with safety. Everything starts with that attitude, with that commitment. Our second work rule is everyone has stop work authority when engaged in executing their job. Should they feel unsafe, should they feel uncomfortable in trying to fulfill a particular requirement. And we have another simple rule within this company that we repeat, and we call that our sleep at night rule. We want everyone in this company, when they retire in the evening with their families, that they have the confidence that this company has done everything it can to control, manage, and operate safely in accordance with state and federal laws and further company policies and procedures to minimize the opportunity of any exception. We do not ask and will not tolerate any request, any thought to circumvent any safety rule or regulation or any of our company policies or procedures in that manner. We invest in the latest technology in order to assist us in evaluating our performance and giving us feedback regarding the safe operation of our equipment. We have cameras in all of our tractors, and those cameras face forward through the windshield, and they also face to the rear where we can observe our drivers and randomly evaluate whether they are following our strict policies and procedures. We are also investing soon in the technology with these cameras that will allow us the capability to observe our drivers in a real-time basis as they operate our equipment. We also have a technological system called Peoplenet in our company, which is providing us with statistical data of the operation of that equipment, which includes speed, sudden acceleration, sudden braking, as we have performance standards, and we utilize this to monitor driver activity so that we can take steps to remove any unexceptional behavior and improve on the driver capabilities of those behind the wheel. We're always evaluating new technology that as it comes out in the industry to see if it has the ability to improve our operations efficiency and again safety. We also have an accountability and rewards program. Every person in this company is accountable for the successful execution of their job. From a driver standpoint, we have a safety bonus program that rewards our drivers who are incident-free, subject to the provisions of our bonus program. We are proud of that, and the drivers really appreciate that extra step, as we already provide a very competitive compensation package. From a standpoint of business, we have very strong business relations with our customers. As to the insurance industry, it's very important and critical to what we do, and we want to work with and maintain that same type of long-term committed, mutually beneficial relationship with the providers that we select and that select us to provide their services to. In summary, I want to say we welcome the opportunity to share in further detail our commitment to safety and the culture within this company, and we invite you to contact our people with more detailed questions or any concerns that you may have regarding coastal transport and its commitment to a safety culture.